Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Friday YouTube. And so today we are going to do some watercoloring, and we're going to use our water painters, and I am going to tint some vellum, and I am going to show you a very cute Christmas card using Tidings of Christmas designer series paper, which is a 6x6 pack that's in the annual catalog. So let's get started today. Okay, the stamp sets that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to use Seasons of Fun. This stamp set is a hostess set that's in the mini catalog. It will be available until January the 2nd. Okay, and then I'm also going to be using Words of Cheer. So this is a photopolymer set that's in the mini catalog, and it also has matching dies that coordinate with it. It has awesome sayings. It's the one that has the big happy and the big cheer, okay? And then it also cuts this out, so it's awesome. So we're going to be using this today for the sentiment. So I'm also going to be using, as I said, Tidings of Christmas designer series paper. And if you haven't seen this paper, you need to take a look. So it's already cut 6x6 for you. And people are like, well, I don't get as much. Yes, you do. You get the exact same amount as if it's a 12x12 because it comes in a pack of 48. So they actually give you just pre-cut into 6x6 pieces, and it's amazing paper. Okay, just have to say, if you haven't seen it, you really need to take a look. It's adorable. It also coordinates well with the Ever Eden. If you got that paper from the Eden's Garden, it coordinates with that. It has all the same colors in it. So just so you, I'm just going to show you some of the sheets. Look at that one. It's hard for me to decide which one I wanted to use today. And so this is on the back of this, and I'm going to use a little piece of that too so I don't waste any. It's just adorable. The whole pack is gorgeous. Okay, so take a look at that if you haven't seen it. It is in the annual catalog, which is nice because it will be available, even though it's Christmas paper. Not necessarily, right? Because that doesn't look Christmassy. So the generic side, I call it the generic side, is not necessarily Christmas. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to tint a vellum square, a vellum doily. So these come in a pack of 24. And we've had tons of doilies, right? In the past, we've had circles mostly, white circles, hologram circles, and these are vellum. And I love them, but sometimes they get lost on the card, right? Get lost. So I'm going to tint this using my Cherry Cobbler pad. And just have to tell you that it takes a little bit to dry, right? Because it's vellum. But it's you can heat it with your heat tool because we have two settings on there now, right? The first one is for vellum. The second one is it's a lower heat. And the second one is just for regular embossing. So I'm going to tint this. See how cool that is? And it's very wet. So you could emboss this with clear powder, right? You could put clear powder on it and make it shiny. But I'm not going to do that today. I got enough going on. Okay, so I don't want to get that all over my fingers, so I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so I'm going to set it aside. I'm doing that first so it can have a second to dry. Okay, now let's start doing some of our watercoloring. And so what I picked here was, I picked the little girl pulling the Christmas tree in this set. And if you've seen my other YouTubes, I did this one with the candy pouch. I used a little dog. I made some Thanksgiving cards with him. So it's a versatile set. Very, very popular set right now. Okay, so I'm going to stamp her in Memento ink. And even though Memento is designed for the blend markers, right? It's designed to coordinate with the alcohol blend markers. You can still use it for, it's fast drying. I love it. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my water painter. So these come 3 in a pack. You keep filling them with water. You can also fill them with alcohol. and make them an alcohol marker. And you can put re-inker in there, and you can make it a continuous colored marker brush, I should say. Okay, so you just need to bring some color down. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to pull up some ink off my ink pad and make a little palette here. And I am going to watercolor her coat. And it's just like, I don't know if you've ever used a blender pen. So the blender pens are still available, right? But as it goes, it gets lighter, right? So you have to keep pulling it up. Pulling up ink off of it. I love these. Do you like to watercolor? Because I think I love it because I always liked to color when I was a kid. Maybe it just takes me back to those days. I don't know. And let's see, let's do her hat. I'm just going to do her hat in the same color. So this is Cherry Cobbler. I'm only using 3 colors on this. I could probably have gone for more. But I am using Cherry Cobbler, Soft Succulent, and Bumblebee. So Cherry Cobbler is from the regular big catalog, right? The regular colors. Standard colors, I guess you'd call it. The other 2 colors, Soft Succulent and Bumblebee, are in colors. So Bumblebee will be leaving us at the end of this catalog. Sad to say. Maybe it'll come back someday. That's happened before. Yes, it has, right? Okay. So see, when you go back and pull up more ink, you can do dark, you can do some shading. Okay. Looking good. I think I'm pretty much done with that. Okay, so then to clean it, you just want to pinch where it says push, and brings the water down. You can see a drip start to come. It's slow. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this off, clean my block. And then I'm going to close that pad, I think. I don't need a pad anymore. I'm going to use Soft Succulent next. And this looks like it still has some ink on it, so I think I'm going to get a different block, clean block. I'm going to pull up some Soft Succulent. And now I'm going to do her scarf. And so I've been making Christmas cards pretty much every day. People always ask me, do you stamp every day? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't stamp all day, but I do stamp almost every day. And I love doing videos, so I have those to do. So yeah, I do a lot of stamping, but I did so many Thanksgiving cards. So a lot of my friends got Thanksgiving cards from me, and I'm making like 30 Christmas cards this year. So I'm doing less Christmas cards, and I wanted to do that bag in red, and I didn't. Okay, I'll go back and get some more red. So I'm gonna leave that open because I made my sentiment in that color, and now I have some Bumblebee. So I don't have as many Christmas cards to do this year. Actually, I'm probably gonna make about 30. So there you go. There's that. Yellow snow. I guess I'd call that snow. And do her hair in yellow. Guess I could do that bag in yellow. Yeah, just do it. I was going to do it in red, but I'll just do it in yellow. Bumblebee. Okay, so now if you want to shade, just get in some darker color and watch it on there a little bit. Okay, I'm done. Clean your brush. These are the new aqua painters, okay, so to speak. And so the water doesn't come down as fast as it used to. All right, so now let's see how things are going. I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler card base. So I have half a sheet of Cherry Cobbler, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to put my Designer Series paper on here. Oh, that stripe, so stinking cute. Okay, and now I have my vellum. I don't know if you can see it here. My vellum doily. I'm not going to put glue on that because I don't really need to. The glue from I'm going to put a lot of adhesive on here because that adhesive is going to hold the vellum in place, doily in place, and also hold this in place. So that's why I put a lot on there. Okay, now I need a sentiment. So I'm going to stamp, I thought this Wishing You a Joyful Christmas was pretty cute for this stamp, for this card. And so I'm going to stamp this in Soft Succulent. And I am going to use a punch. I'm going to use this Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And I'm going to punch on this. So if you put it in upside down like this and punch, then you will get a perfect, because that does all three sizes, right? And before I adhere it, I'm going to put it on a little piece of, I'm going to layer it here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I need to look at my card. I think I'll punch this too. So I'm just going to put this in and punch it also so that it goes with the other piece. There we go. Yes, that is so cute. Okay, so all I did was, just so you know, I punched them both so they both have that cute end, and then I cut it flat on this side because I'm going to have it butt up against my card here, right here. But that way I don't waste this cute side, right? That was an extra piece. So now I need some bling. So I am going to go to my favorite holiday rhinestones, right? Because they're every color. There's 5 colors. There's only 4 left, but there's 5 colors, and they go with everything. So I love them. You can't tell that's not Cherry Cobbler, right? So stinking cute. Okay, so, you know I'm a bling girl. Got to have a little bling. And then I'm going to use my Winkastella on her pom-pom of her hat. And also, I think I'll do her little gloves. And that's probably all the bling I'm going to put on there. Okay, hope you enjoyed this card today for our YouTube Friday. If you don't have the blend markers, I mean, and you have stamp pads and you have some aqua painters or water painters, just use those. And consider tinting your doilies. It's a little messy, but it's worth it. And I hope you enjoyed this today. Thanks. Hope you have a great weekend. May you be a blessing today, and may you be blessed today and be a blessing to someone. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.